Hey there, and welcome back to the School Safety Spot. I want to talk about transportation today. Transportation, from a risk management perspective, is one of your biggest risks. Easily mitigated, but one of those things that is constantly or should constantly be on your mind. We have all sorts of transportation options, but usually you're dealing with buses, getting your kids to and from school. Probably your staff also. Looking at transportation, you want to look at either whether you're a vendor-provided transportation service or you're going to be a school-provided transportation service. Now, there's pros and cons to both. If it's a school-sponsored one, the things that you're going to have to think about are your upfront costs. You're buying the buses. What kind of buses are you buying? Sizes, amount, all sorts of different things related to upfront costs. Insurance, your automobile insurance, your liability insurance that goes along with that. Drivers, where are you going to find the drivers? What licensing do they need? What insurance do they need? What training do they need? What consistent training do they need? Then there's the maintenance of the buses. So, yeah, there's a lot of upfront costs and a lot of costs that are borne by the school, yet you do get flexibility. You have the buses available whenever you want them. You can design them the way you want, paint them the way you want, run them the way you want. So it does give you a lot of flexibility and ownership. Yet if you don't want to take on all those costs and those risks related to drivers, insurance, maintenance, then you look at a transportation provider. Now, with a transportation provider, you have to remember that they are a company looking to make money. So how do you set that up so that you are still getting the best service and safest service that you can, and they're also being able to make a profit or keep their business going? Because if they're making enough money to keep the business going, they're going to reinvest that hopefully in new buses, regular good maintenance, quality training for their drivers, and just an overall good experience for your students. Transportation also brings who's in charge of the emergency responses. Does your bus company have an emergency response plan? Do they do drills and training with your students and staff? Also with their staff? Or does that fall on your part as a risk manager? And if it does, then what are you doing to put together a schedule for that? When are you training your bus drivers? When are you training your students who ride on the bus? How are you setting up drills just like you do evacuation drills on campus? So, two great sides of transportation providing, whether it's school or vendor provided. Each come with their own benefits, each come with their own hard parts. So you just have to decide as a school what you're going to do. If you're looking at a really big fleet, go with a provider. Let them deal with it. If you're a really small school, maybe it makes more sense to get a bus and get a driver, because then you have a lot more use and you're only dealing with a couple of vehicles. So lots of big pieces with risk and safety related to transportation. Just think about it, see what you're trying to do, think about what you want to do, how to make it better, and if you got any questions, please reach out. I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you again next time.